Swedish campaigner Greta Thunberg arrived in Greece to a cheering pro-Palestinian crowd on Monday after she and hundreds of other activists captured by Israel on the high seas were deported, following an attempt to bring aid to Gaza. Israel said it expelled 171 activists on Monday, including Thunberg, bringing the total deported over so far to 341, out of the 479 people it detained when it captured the flotilla, attempting to break its naval blockade of Gaza. The Greek Foreign Ministry said 161 of the activists arrived on a flight to Athens on Monday, including 22-year-old Thunberg. They also included 27 Greeks, as well as citizens of nearly 20 other countries. What we aim to do with the global Sumud flotilla was to step up when our governments failed to do their legal obligation, Thunberg told a crowd of fellow activists who came to greet her at Athens' airport.
What we aim to do with the global Sumud flotilla was to step up when our governments failed to do their legal obligation. Our governments are talking about ensuring human rights and the importance of getting humanitarian aid into Gaza, while failing to do their part and while failing to even the bare minimum ensuring safety for this mission. No one has to come to the rescue of Palestinian people. What we are doing is hearing and acting upon their calls for people all over the world to take action and end our complicity.
The flotilla activists attempted to reach Gaza in scores of vessels to bring aid supplies and draw attention to the plight of Gaza, where most of the 2.2 million residents have been driven from their homes, and the United Nations says hunger is rampant. Israel, which rejects accusations it is carrying out genocide in Gaza and says reports of hunger there are exaggerated, has dismissed the flotilla as a publicity stunt benefiting Hamas. It had previously detained Thunberg at sea in a similar attempt to breach the blockade in June. Israel's foreign ministry issued a statement saying all participants' legal rights had been upheld, and the only violence involved an activist who bit a female medic at Israel's Ketziot prison. Swedish activists said on Saturday that Thunberg was shoved and forced to wear an Israeli flag during her detention, while others said they had clean food and water withheld and had their medication and belongings confiscated. After she arrived in Athens, Thunberg said she could talk for a very, very long time about our mistreatment and abuses in our imprisonment. Trust me, but that is not the story.
Okay, so whatever we've been through for the past 6 days has, among other things, been torture, physical and mental abuse, but at the same time, all the things we could think of in our heads were the suffering of the Palestinian people, and what we suffered from was nothing in comparison to them. We do not want to focus on what we suffered, even though we have the negligence of our own governments not supporting us in any type of way, even though that we were kidnapped in international waters for bringing aid to a starving people.
Israel's foreign ministry has described widespread reports of detainees being mistreated after the flotilla was intercepted as complete lies.